What's up, guys? So today we're gonna get this power steering done. I just put a new belt. I got it from Napa. Now I gotta put on these two new hoses down here. I'll put fluid in this. I just put that on there. I don't know if it's too loose or too tight, so too loose, so we're gonna have to mess with that and see how that goes. We may have to tighten it somehow. Okay, so what you want to do in order to put your power steering belt back on, like I showed you so what you got to do is you got to loosen your alternator. You're going to loosen this bolt here and this one here. I'll show you the sockets. So for the first bolt, you want to use your half socket, which fits on there perfect, and you want to loosen that until you can get this off. But you got to loosen, you can't just loosen that, you got to loosen this one, and then you got to loosen this one down here, that one down there, you see it? And then you just use your 9/16. You just use your 9/16 and you loosen that as far as you can go. Don't take it all the way off, because you're not going to take it off. You don't take this off, actually. You just loosen it and then you push it all the way until this bolt hits this end of the slide. So that's what you got to do. So then you just push it all the way, then you pull this off with your hands, with your fingers, and then you just take that off and you kind of sit it right here. Let's see if I can get a better view. You sit it right there between the fan blades and this thing right here, the pulley, on the end of the pulley. I think that's what you call it, is a pulley. Yeah, it's a pulley. So that's what you do, and then you get this power steering belt. Once this is all the way off, this first belt is all the way off, then you slide that on, and then I think you tighten this bolt or this bolt. I'm not too sure, or that one. I don't know. I have to figure that out. There's another video on how to do this. You just look it up, how to change a power steering belt, or how to put on a power steering belt on a square body Chevy, and that video will pop up. So once you get this off, then you can fish this on, and then you get this on, and then you go ahead and put everything back. You do everything backwards. Once you get this one on, then you put that other belt on, and then you tighten that screw up here, the half inch bolt, yeah, and then you do that one, the 9/16, the half, and then the 9/16, and then see how right here on the alternator mount, how it has that groove there, that kind of like that shiny piece that's cut out with the bolt, and you just put it back to where it was. Then you tighten everything, and then you should be ready to go. And then I'll show you how to take these hoses off, so we can go ahead and do the rest of it. Then you put all the hoses back on here. You just do it with your with a wrench. You don't use an impact on these because there's no way to get an impact on there. So, oh, and when you're putting this back on, if you're putting a power steering pump on your truck, you would want to put you want to do this by hand, because you don't want to crack this block. If you crack it, you have to put it on by hand anyway with your just with a ratchet, because you don't want to crack this block. Once you crack this block, you're screwed. Then you gotta pull the intake off, the carburetor, the air filter. You gotta take all this off, and then you gotta take off the valve cover, all these electrical and hoses and all that. And then you have to go and get another one from a junkyard, or you have to order a new one online. So my dad told me that you have to do it with a regular ratchet, even on the one on the header too, because you will crack this if you use an impact when you put it back on. So that's what he told me, because he he had a truck like this. I think he had this problem on his when he was putting something back on the engine. I don't know if it was his 79 or what, but I think it was one of his trucks that he had, that he put it on, and it messed up it cracked the head, so he had to buy a whole new head. So that's what you don't want to do. So I'm just telling you, when you're putting in your power steering, because this truck already had the pulley down here for it. It had the two pulleys that were made together, and then this already had the bolt. I mean the hole for the bolt. So you just put it all together, and then you just put the bolt here for the header, for the exhaust header, and then so yeah, it was just everything you just put in. So, and then I think it's that bolt down there too that was already there. So it was already drilled from the factory. So I think some of these square body trucks that if you want to put if you have a 350 and you want to put power steering, these holes should be here, and then all you got to do is just put everything in, because there's one there, and there's two, and then there's three. So there's a total of three bolts, 3 holes for 3 bolts, and they're all different sizes. But you don't want to put anything too long in there, because if you do, then you'll crack the head, and then you'll have really bad issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these hoses on, and then put some fluid in this thing. Try and put the dash back together, and then yeah, I gotta put the dash back together, because I gotta put that back, and I'll show you how to do that. And yeah, so check out my other video on how to take out a steering column and learn from my mistakes on that, if you're taking out a steering column the right way. And so yeah, once we get this all done, I don't know if I'll be able to do a video on starting it today, because I got 2 other things that I gotta do besides working on this truck. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the hoses off, and then we'll go from there. And then, okay, so if you want to know what the part number is, because I ordered mine from Napa Auto Parts, and this is it here. It's a power fit from Napa V-belt, and there's the part number 15360. That's the part number. And yeah, you can go ahead and read that there if you can. I don't know if you can. It won't focus. Yeah, there. Read it. You can pause it to read it. But yeah, I got this from Napa. So that's the part number. And so that's what you got to do when you're putting in a power steering belt, or when you're adding power steering to your 73 to 87 pickup, or your crew cab, or Blazers or Suburbans from 73 to 91, on those only. So that's what you do. This is a stock 350, and I'll do a part 2 of this on how to change the hoses. And then so yeah, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to do all that stuff. Check out my buddy Primer Does Best. He's got a YouTube. He's got some trucks like mine. He's got a 75 just like mine, but his is white. His is blue and white. So go check him out. And then he's working on a 78 Cheyenne, white Cheyenne. So I think it's a 78 white Cheyenne. And then he's got a 71 long bed that he's working on too. So go check him out. And he's got another YouTube channel. It's Chevy Trucks. It's not all one word. It's Chevy, then Trucks. So it's Chevy space Trucks. Go check him out. And then go check out GM Tim 38. It's a GM space Tim 38. So go check him out too. He's a really cool cat. He's got a 80s model too. So go check him out. And he just recently got another truck that he's gonna pull the motor out or something. So go check him out. Go check out those 2 guys. They're really cool cats. So that's it for today, for now. And then I'll get back to you, and then we'll do the hoses. I got these hoses here. I don't know if I showed these already, but I got them from my dad got them online at whatchamacallit, rockauto.com. He got those. I should have just went over there to Napa and got them, or one of those local places, but whatever. I just bought that fan belt there because it was cheaper than buying it online, and I didn't feel like waiting for it to come in. So I'm gonna get this truck done with the power steering. It's been raining a lot here lately, and right now it's hot and humid, so I have a tarp over me. I have it on the hood, and I have it hooked up to my dad's trailer, and some ladders there on the floor. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna try and get this done before I go back to school. This whole school stuff starts. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while and we'll get to it. Thanks guys for watching.